Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paulo Guma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 2 stocks that are set to explode within the next few days and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be providing an update on BTC as well. And I'm going to answer some of you guys' questions as always, for those of y'all who dropped those in the comment section of last night's video, right after the intro. Alright, y'all, before we begin again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm on your way in, alright? So let's get started. Right off the bat, today was a wonderful day. It really, really was. I told y'all that we will see some bullishness in the market. Why? Because the crypto market tanked and because I was expecting some type of correlation. So a lot of money flooded into both markets today. And I don't think that this is quite done yet. The price target that I gave you for the SPY over the weekend was at 42.30, right? So we're almost there. We're at like 4,200 right now, and I think we can do it within the next 2 to 3 days. Okay, so just keep that one in your watch. Now the first stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for this week, that stock is AMC. All right. And AMC, for those of y'all who have been watching the channel ever since we were all the way up here, right? I told y'all watch tank were dropped to $12. It got to $12, and I also drew this little thing right there. Right there to show y'all that, hey, this is the part where we actually bounce off of the neckline, which is right over here. And it did quite well. Today was the day for the bounce. It immediately just sprinted out the gates and it held its gains quite well. So where is this thing going to go? I still believe that we can get all the way up to here. At least definitely above these previous highs right there. Now, how long is it going to take to get there? It could drag its feet a little bit. Like option number 1 is that it goes sideways first before it makes its way up right here, or option number 2, it just goes steady upward like that with the market and continues to climb slowly over time and eventually reaches like $17 or $18. Right, I'm not bearish on AMC. The bullishness is still there. If you want to take a different perspective on this one, let me just clear the chart. This thing is still there. Like this thing right here did not disappear and it's still clean in my eyes for a potential long play. All right, but it's just how long it's gonna take. That's the tricky parts. So just keep that in mind. Now the next one that is ready to explode within the next few days, that stock is ROKU. All right, and ROKU, the reason why I like ROKU so much is because there is a very clean pattern right on the chart right over here. All right, and it broke out actually on Thursday. We were watching this one in the Discord and we did get it on Thursday and we added again on Friday for this move right here. I was expecting this move on Friday, but it got delayed by a day, which is perfectly cool. Like, it's perfectly fine. It's doing quite well, and I think that it can go a little bit higher. I am swinging calls on this one, and I did tell everybody to swing some calls on this one. So definitely keep this one on your watch list for a move back up towards like 370, maybe even higher. All right, I'm not bearish on ROKU, and I think that they do have some things going on with the company. So I think they're presenting at some type of global virtual conference, something around there. Either way, it doesn't matter. I just look at the chart and the chart only. Y'all know how I do things here. Y'all know that. So yeah, keep this one on your watch list for a continuation to the upside. Now let's talk about, we gotta do an update on BTC. So let's check out BTC real quick. Okay, so here's the chart for BTC. Now, I released a video on BTC, I think it was Friday night or Saturday night, and I told y'all that we were at the bottom. Or I told y'all that the way the bottom was going to be, let me change this to the 4-hour time frame because that's what we were on when I made that video. Now, I told y'all, watch this one for a double bottom, and I did circle this one as the double bottom It was the wrong bottom to circle, that one right here, right? I was expecting to move up here, but this was really the double bottom side by side, and eventually it went up. And in that video, I also told you guys that the big move could happen in between Sunday and Monday at around like 2 a.m. And let's check out. I think I was like a little bit off. Like that move that I wanted to see happened at like 6 a.m. That move right there. 6 a.m. I thought it would be just one big surge at 2 a.m. But it kind of like I got stretched out a bit. But either way, it doesn't matter. Right? The move was still there. And I honestly think that this is the bottom. I told y'all that this would not go on lower for much long. And some of y'all disagree with my analysis, and that's perfectly cool. You have the right to disagree. I like criticism. It's completely cool. All right. If you really believe that we're gonna do like a little dead cat bounce and drop again, there may be some like you may be right. You may or may not be right. And as I said before, time will tell. I don't think this is a dead cat bounce. I think that this is the bottom of this drop, because before we see some type of like, before we see the bounce all the way, let me just draw this thing for y'all. Right there. All the way up here to like 43,000. And then the key thing that y'all want to watch is, do we break it or do we go sideways and then eventually break it? It's like, how fast are we going to break that level? That is the main question. But regardless of whether we break it or not, like, I don't think it would matter a month from now, like, or 2 months from now or 3 months from now. I don't think so. I think it's gonna consolidate. Short sellers are gonna panic, and then it's gonna move higher. So that's my very honest opinion on BTC. Again, for all of you who have been asking about some analysis on the crypto market, there it is. All right. There it is, and which means that I am bullish on Mara and every stock related to this market. I'm very, very bullish on it. I think it's gonna spike to 43,000 tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then definitely Wednesday. Like it's almost there. It's very, very close. So that's my very honest opinion on that. Now let's go back to the stock markets and let's move on to somebody asked about space. All right. Where is space gonna go? And somebody else asked if it's time to short space. I wouldn't short space. I really, really wouldn't. And as y'all see over here, we actually took a trade on this one in the Discord. As soon as I saw this, I alerted everybody to buy this thing immediately on the 21st, when it was at like 2140, 2150. Yeah, so it was right over here, right over there. All right, and in anticipation of the magical unicorn news, which we got on like Saturday, I think they landed some rocket somewhere, and it was very successful, and the stock pushed up higher. And again, y'all know how I do it. I'm the type of person that sells the news, so you best believe that I got out of there as soon as the market opened. It did quite well eventually, but do I really care? Not really. I got the move that I wanted, which was from my entry all the way up to like $25. That was my personal price target for that one. You will check out the P&Ls later on. But that's for that stock. Could it go higher? Is it time to short? I think it's just gonna consolidate. I think it's just going to consolidate over here and then trickle a little bit higher. All right, I'm not bearish on this one, especially with that bullish news that came out on here. All right, so that's my very honest opinion on that one. Now, the next one that we're going to be discussing in this video is RBLX. And RBLX, again, for all of y'all who watched, I believe it was yesterday's video or Saturday's video, I told y'all to watch this one for a squeeze up into the 90s. It got to $89.64, and I did take some money off of this one as soon as it started getting over here. I took some calls off, and then I took some calls again off over here. Does it have room to run? I definitely think so. I really do. Here is how I'm gonna show y'all the performance in the Discord. Let's move on to the Discord. So here is my P&L right here. I was up by like $1,100 on the stock on Webull, and then everybody else started piling in their gains. So as you can see, this person right here, again, these are all of the plays that we were in, Nvidia, Roadblocks. BYND was the one that paid us the most. You will see as we go on. So this person did quite well overall. And then this other person, again, this was a BYND trade. We bought those calls when it was at around like 108 BYND. All right. So I told everybody to start buying over here at around like 108 to start averaging in. All right. And to start averaging in, because of the anticipation of the spike, it was overly like beaten down for quite some time. And the price target that I had for this one was exactly 120. And people were making bank on that one. So that was for that. So shout out to you for making the grand on that. Another person made $200 on space again after that magical unicorn news was sold. Another person made more money on space, and another person made about $2 grand on space on that one. And we also took some GME trade as well. GME did pretty well until it got to 106, and that was the time to get rid of it. So here's another person who made another $3 grand, $3,600 today, again out of all over the place. And here's another one. That is, y'all can do the math. It's a lot. Here, and then let's check out. Oh, here's the Roku play. Again, as I told y'all before, we were swinging Roku since the week before, and some people were able to take some money off of it as it spiked to like 340. And then I also told them to swing some because I think there is a bigger move to the upside. So yeah, and here's another person making 400% on BYND as well on that trade. So overall, it was a pretty phenomenal day. So for all of you who are interested in being part of a private Discord, definitely check out the very first link in the description below. That is the place where I share all of the stuff in real time, and I share my entries and my exits and the contracts and all the details and all that. All right. Now, if you are brand new to this channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released whenever I can, because again, times are a bit different right now. And also, if you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll let some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up with Webull using my very third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, right? Enjoy the outro.